Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European crossover webinar. And it looks like most people are going to be out for Easter holiday, with many of the markets actually being closed. Easter for Italy and France and Germany, almost all of Australia also on holiday, New Zealand. And we don't have any economic data, obviously, for Europe. But we do have economic data as we come into the States today. We do have market opening here today in the States. We do have PMIs at 9:45 Eastern. They're expecting 59.1, and that's for the composite. And services 59.8. Factory orders will be at 10 a.m. Eastern, and ISM manufacturing will be out also at 10 a.m. Eastern. As I said, the markets are relatively quiet. We'll take a look here. We are really in a quiet state here. Needless to say, you can see here in the euro just sitting here slightly lower from Friday's close. Cable just slightly higher, although it looks like it opened up a bit weaker here. And the Aussie dollar, really pretty much everything's fairly quiet here. And take a look at gold here. 1727. We actually were lower here at 1721. We actually had, they got down to 1721.6, and we actually had a from Thursday's value area low there at 1722, and that actually seems to have caught the market right there, and that's where they found support. We'll go on and move into there, take a look. And you'll see gold did find support right there at that 1722. It just missed about 40 cents. We got there, and then we've gone and moved higher off of that. Even the U.S. indices are trading fairly quiet here. Here's the S&Ps at 40.25. Nasdaq at 13,325. Crude oil's a little bit lower here at 60.60. And of course, as I mentioned, gold here. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a touch bit weaker. We did go on and try and make a move a little bit higher earlier, and we've since faded back from that. We're kind of coming back into the support area here at 57,000. And take a look at the SPOs on a daily. Still looking pretty strong here. Obviously, not much movement here with the holidays, so it's just not really a whole lot to talk about. We can go on and move into the bias chart. I will move into the euro. So the euro posted a small weekly hammer on Friday, Although oversold, the pair will need a daily close above 1814 to declare a short-term bottom. Resistance for Monday will be 1814 with support at 1726. We can go and take a look at that. And you can see that small little hammer here on the Euro Weekly, but as I indicated, and I don't think I'll probably will not be updating any data for Asia today, since we're not really moving much unless we do see some dramatic movement. So maybe just wait till tomorrow to do any update. I'm talking about until the rest of Europe returns back. So unless we see something dramatic here, but I think that everything will remain exactly the same. My point, meaning 1726. Realistically, maybe move a little bit lower. 1814. Obviously, still bearish. With that, we'll move into the cable. So, cable last week defended the 37 area. The pair needs a daily close above 38.56 to confirm a short-term bottom. Resistance to start the week will be 38.75 with support at 37.64. And as noted, we will need a daily close above 38.56 to confirm a short-term bottom. Let's go and move into the Aussie dollar. So the Aussie posted a hammer on Thursday. You can see that right here, with minor follow through on Friday. Support to start the week will be 75.76 with resistance at 76.70, where a daily close above will mark a short-term bottom. That would be 76.70. And we're showing here, we're still in a bit of a range down here. Kind of holding on. We'll see here how we do. If we take another leg lower, that would certainly turn things for bearish definitively. With that, as I said, we're very quiet session. Look at this. The bottom is 75.99. The high is 76.23. So a whopping 24 pips. But obviously to be expected because of the holiday. We will go and move into the dollar yen. So the dollar yen spent almost the entirety of last week well above 110. The dip on Friday found buyers, and resistance to start the week will remain the 11.13 with support at 10.15. So we are giving it that room in case we do want to push that back up to that move above 11. So it's 10.15, 11.13. And as I said, with the holiday, we just don't have any movement, so there's not a whole lot to talk about with the ranges, or limited ranges, I should say, today. That will go into the dollar index. So the dollar index is stymied just below 93.50. The index is open to paring back after a recent run of 200 ticks. So we can see that move. Support to start the week will be 92.41 with resistance at 92.27. And that was an error there because it should be 93.27. And 93.27. Moving on, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, let's go move into that window. So Bitcoin paired back to the 57,000 level after failing to get a foothold above 60,000. The market needs a daily close above 58,000 to attempt another move at recent highs. Resistance will be 58,555 with support at 57,037. And with that, we'll move into the ES. So the S&P's posted a, let's take a look here. S&P has broken to new highs with immediate upside challenge is 40.50, which will be the resistance to start the week. Support will be 40.14 followed by 40.05. So potentially we're still looking for that move up to 40.50. We may not see very much come in until we get till tomorrow with Europe on holiday, but we are going to go with 40.50. And on the downside, 5/14. There you go. So we are looking for a move up here towards to challenge 40.50. And support will be 40.15, followed by 40.05. RC and Nasdaq kind of pop up a little bit here. Gold also started to move up here, coming right off of that value area low here from April the 1st. Next is going to be Nasdaq. Nasdaq's actually making a little pop in here. We still have the opportunity to go and move higher and higher. This week may still try and make a move towards this 13,462. Although I've had a pretty decent little run here, at least initially. Let's take a look here. Right there. We'll see whether or not they can challenge that 13,429. This can be, once again, like I said, if we can start out a little bit with a gallop, and that may not happen with Europe out, but we will going to go with 13,429. We had 13,413 on Friday. Go back in here. That was our value area high there, 13,413. And a high on Friday. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we will go with that, 13,429. And for support, I'm trying to see if we can find something here. We do have a point of control from the first at 13,285. Let's go right there with that, 13,307. I'm gonna be on the safe side, 13,286. I did have that here with this point of control here. And I like that. We'll go and take a look. So right there, 13,286. So that'll be our support. And let's go in and move into gold. You can see this morning, you can see right here from the first, the value area low here, right there at 1722. And the low was this morning was 1721.60, so only up by 40 cents. So looking for support there. Of course, like I said, looking out for the week ahead. Let's move into that. So gold is, let's see here. Gold posted 2 solid up days to finish the week, along with a weekly hammer. There we go. So you can see here, gold finished the week with 2 solid up days, along with a weekly hammer. Resistance will come in at 1741, which supported 1716, followed by 1705. So 1716. Actually, let's mark it this way. And 1741. And lastly, let's go and move down to crude. Now, crude has been in an up and down affair after the over the last 2 weeks. Friday's close offset the move of the prior 2 days. Resistance will be 61.82. A break and hold will trigger stops to 62.41, where there are single prints on the profile. We can go and take a look at that. There we go. We've done this up here. And we go, and you can see this run up in here. So once again, a break and hold will trigger stops to 62.41 with single prints on the profile with strong resistance to 62.80. Support will be 60.63. We're actually below that right now. Although we do have a point of control from April 1 of 60.24. You can see that right there. So we'll go with that point of control, which is 60.24. And, oh, bear with me. And for resistance, we're on the lower end right now. We're breaking a little bit. Resistance is going to be that, looks like the 61 even. And we'll go with this right there. Actually, that value area high was 61.12. And we'll take a look at that crude. Well, we did go in and come down here. We took a dip this one right here. Oh, well, okay. At 60.30, we have that point of control I showed you at 60.24. Just about made it down there. And they popped up. And on the upside, we're going to have 61.12. It actually moves up a little bit higher right there. But once again, with the holiday trading, it's going to be thin. As I mentioned, not much activity in the markets overall. We are seeing the indices open up a little bit, but with that being said, it's going to be a shortened day as far as activity. And there's our bias chart. I'll go and get that posted and placed in the chat room. And thanks for joining us here on the European Crossover webinar on the holiday.